and fellow adventurers, welcome to the MNmaxed podcast. We want to thank you for joining us, and you do so as we continue the Extinction curse. As always, we'd like to invite you to come join our Discord where you can hang out with us and other listeners of the show. And if you'd like to throw a little financial support our way, you can check out our Patreon. And a shout out to all of those at our big number level and above. Rock Jedi, Rob, Wolf, Blartimus Slump, Thunder Mammoth, Elisa Ellie, Das Chris, Fizzgig, AC Goldner, Jason K, Jamie H, Slayer 4967, oh, just gonna sneak right past you there. Dicky Lopez, Licky Topez, Carnifex, Alex K, Mordine, Doma El Laka, Dr. Grinnis, Forevermore, Frank L, Just Mike Works, Ross D, Treehugger, Darren W, Gold Rhino, Indie Link, Tawdry Monster, Fig Tier, Zach S, Joe, Sleeve, Darren, Caleb W, Corey, and Pickle. Shout out to new patron this week at the build-up level, Jerry W. Thank you all so much for your support. And now a recap of session 100. Down in the Darklands, our new rainbow crystal dog friend in tow, we continue on into a room with mushrooms and some water. Shortly, we get attacked by two big rock tree monster things. Everything is crazy with swallow hole and self-mazing and gravity bullshit. In the end, we prevail without taking too much damage. But it's clear the attacks of more monsters are imminent.
You see on the ceiling 5 spider-like creatures ready to descend on you. That looks like this.
There's like 4 mouths trying to eat one thing. That is, of course, fleshy.
5.
No, I think that one's a claw.
No, there's a 5th mouth down below.
So five mouths, like 60 eyes, but they're not like spider eyes, like random eyes across the entire body.
Yes.
Yeah. Mosquito meets spider meets alien from the Alien movies meets I don't want to talk about it.
Yes. To all
Which
of
type of
those
alien
things.
from the Alien movies?
Stomach ripper outers.
The part that comes out of the mouth after they open
the
it.
head.
The second mouth that comes out of the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 5 of those.
You see this thing on the wall, the cave wall next to you. It's about 20 feet off the ground, but only about 10 feet away from you, square-wise. And it is looking at you with all of its eyes, and hundreds of eyes are following your movements. It notices you notice it, and it screeches from 5 alien mouths. And I need everybody to give me initiative. With no chance to rest in between, we're going to go top of round 1. Wizard, you get the jump on everything. Well, I guess Wizard and Jeb tied, so you choose who goes first.
I would prefer to go first.
All right, Wizard.
No.
Oh, no.
Just kidding.
I mean, I'm just going to make a recall knowledge check as my first action.
Give me occultism. Or,
I will
never
give you
mind.
Arcana.
Give me Arcana. It's a success.
How the fuck is a 33 a success? I rolled a 3.
You get a plus 30, dude.
I rolled a 3.
I know.
Okay, I'll take a success.
Standard success. You get 2 pieces of information, but after I tell you that this is a Gogateth. A Gogateth is a large aberration, as you see. They're just this slavering nightmare of teeth, eyes, and hairy spider-like legs. Hives of these things haunt the lowest reaches of the Darklands, competing with cave worms and other subterranean horrors for food and resources. A Gogateth is rarely seen alone, as these oversized vermin learned long ago that the best means of surviving is sticking close to others of their own kind. What 2 pieces of info would you like?
I want weaknesses and immunities.
None on both.
Okay. Senses.
Standard perception, sight, hearing, smell, but not, supernatural.
Not specifically scent.
Hearing, yeah, it doesn't have like a precise scent.
Alright. Second and third actions, I cast 4th level invisibility on myself. So basically, you guys see me pop out of my maze, be like, what the fuck? See that thing, go invisible.
Turtle's all excited you're alive, and you're just like, deuces.
Dip out.
I mean, hey, I guess at least we know he's alive.
Hey, Wizard, where's all the stuff that was in your extra dimensional spaces?
All around me.
Well, the Wizard appears out of nowhere with a clatter of magical items, trinkets, and munchies, and then disappears once more.
Since I know invisibility, do I know that that's what the wizard cast?
And you guys have seen me heard me cast this many times.
You know he's a little bitch, and you know that's what it is.
Well, I mean, it's more important that I know that he casts invisibility because
And not like teleport or something.
Yeah, not like another maze where he's not there anymore. Because if I know it's invisibility, I won't drop an AoE on top of him.
Then after the wizard, Jebediah, it's your turn.
So have I seen? Do I see anything?
You can see the one that's on the wall closest to the wizard. There's another one on the wall above the water next to Turtle.
Oh, so out of reach. Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna have Turtle retreat back to us.
Difficult terrain on the Weymouth.
She's a turtle. She doesn't give a fuck. It's got 90 feet. She's probably alright.
Oh wait, her movement's 90?
Well, for 2 turns.
Oh, I see.
45.
I was just like, what? Yeah, over 2. Yeah, that's absolutely enough.
Yeah, I guess Jeff will just do his turn to surround Moonlight and be done.
Then after Jebediah, Moonlight, give me perception checks.
Hey, there's a good roll. I'm using my nat 20 for the night on perception of 43.
I'm too dazzled by the mushrooms.
You see one of these creatures to the south of you leap the divide over the body of water, land, and then hide behind the green mushroom.
Do I see it hiding?
Yeah, you see which spot it hid in. It's trying to hide in for you. Nobody else can see it unless Moonlight points it out.
Which is an action.
True it is. So then after all that, we're going to go over to Peach Pie. It's your turn.
Well, these enemies are quite a ways away from me, but I can get to it with a sudden charge. But here's the thing. Would I still be raging? I think probably not. There would have been a brief moment in between the defeating of the previous enemies and the appearance of these current enemies, although I heard the skittering from the other side of the water. So I may have been somewhat aware that there was something there. I don't know. Up to you. Your call.
So here's what I'll say. You can see the 2 north of you.
Yeah, I can see them. I guess what I'm wondering is, would there have been a time when I maybe wouldn't have been aware that there were any more enemies, do you think?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Totally up to you.
Did he drop out of rage at the end of the last combat?
At the end of the last combat.
Is this literally directly afterwards?
This is directly afterwards, yes.
And I did hear the skittering from the other side of the water, but I can see it going either way.
Yeah, so
whatever you think.
I'm going to say because the skittering wasn't followed up on and you were focusing on getting across the river, understandably, I'm going to say no. The rage is not there.
Okay. Now I have to remember what happens when I drop out of a rage. Am I fatigued?
You just can't use it for a minute.
Or I just can't use it for a minute. Okay. Well, I am not going to bother with it then. I am just going to sudden charge on up to this dude. Oh, hey, look, that's where the wizard was. And we're going to attack him.
It's 20 feet up on the wall.
It's 20 feet up on the wall. I missed that part.
Probably also a good reason for Peach Pie to drop out of the rage because you don't have a ton of options here.
Well, that wouldn't matter. Not having options.
Yeah, I mean, if he can see them, he can continue to rage.
Yeah, but it wasn't
if
until
he dropped out, he dropped out.
Yeah, they didn't make themselves present until the one screeched and the wizard dipped.
Okay. I'm going to move to right there, so I move kind of north towards the 2 that are 20 feet up on the wall. And with my second 2 actions, I'm going to ready action to attack should one of them get into my range.
All right. Then after Peach Pie, Moonlight, it's your turn.
Yeah, I was going to wait for those ones to get closer, but I think Peach Pie's kind of messed that one up. So, yeah, Sky to the south. I'm just going to use a reach. Yeah, we'll go with a reach Phantasmal Killer level 5. I haven't used any of those yet.
Will save then?
Will save.
All right. Ugh. Roll the 3 on the die, 23 total.
That's a critical failure.
Well, there it is.
Is it higher level than us?
No.
Give me a fortitude save.
A 33.
It does.
Oh, God. Okay, so the Gagateth, being a pack animal, and also being, like, having dark vision and having so many fucking eyes, it knows where everything is around it as often as it can, and it's always with pack members. So in this Gagateth's mind eye, it finds itself suddenly and abruptly alone, and darkness begins to close in on it. And as the last vestiges of its vision close in around, its aberrant hearts stop abruptly, and it drops dead. Well then.
I mean, and Moonlight's never seen this happen before. They're in fucking shock. Like, what the fuck just happened? This is the first time this has ever actually happened. So, yeah, dead. Just like that.
Gosh, and I can even imagine on the encroaching darkness, you see like this silhouette of Moonlight just like overpowering this creature mentally, and it just dies outright.
That's the first time we've seen that. That's awesome.
Yep. Boom. 1/3 down. What, one spell?
Just one-shot it. Jesus. Don't even have to roll damage.
Nope. Which would have been 15d6 mental damage in front 4.
Well, that was not quite expected, but here we are.
Did I mention I love high-level casters?
Then a Goggoth that nobody saw skitters out from the patch of mushrooms just in front of the one that died a moment ago. Crosses the distance.
Probably wants to know what the fuck just happened to its brother.
Passes by Jebediah, Moonlight, and Turtle. It actually passes north of them. And as it's passing by, the long, sharp legs reach out and cut at each of the 3 of our heroes. He gets 3 strides and ends up right there on the Wemyth's body.
I will take my thing, or does its thing happen first?
Its thing's gonna happen first because it's gonna pass each of the 3 of these, so let me get those out of the way.
Wait, so who's it passing?
So it skitters past Jebediah, Moonlight, and Turtle. It has a 10-foot reach with its legs, so it gets a leg strike on each of the 3 of you.
Okay.
Jeb does a 35 hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeb, you're going to take 19 points of damage, piercing. Moonlight, 35.
Yep.
Moonlight, you will take 18 points of piercing damage. Turtle, nat 1 on the die, that's going to miss.
That's the important one anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. That's 2 actions for it.
Now I'm going to take my thing.
Go ahead.
And I swing at it.
It did go through an attack of opportunity, threatened square for Peach Pie here.
Well, I had my ready action.
Ready to action.
Oh, there's that too.
And I get a 32.
That hits.
Oh, I hit it. I deal it weak damage, 39.
39. Well, it takes all that bludgeoning damage, but it gets a 3rd action even after that skittering assault that it just had. However, this one's at the 3rd multiple attack penalty. Jaw attack on Peach Pie, a 30 to hit.
That will miss.
Which then takes us over to the first Goggoth that was spotted by the Wiz. Uses its first action to climb down the wall.
God, for some reason, I mean, because they look like mosquitoes, I keep thinking they're gonna fly.
I mean, I could cast fly on one of them.
Moves in on Peach Pie with 2 actions. It's flanking with his buddy here and makes a jaw attack. Peach Pie does a 44 hit.
It does. In fact, because they're flanking, it's a critical.
Well, Peach Pie, you are going to take 56 points of piercing damage, and with a free action, it will grab you. That takes us over to the other Goggoth that was on the wall on the north side of the cavern. This one that was hanging up over the river, or over the body of water. First action, Peach Pie, you're going to get an attack of opportunity here.
I've already used my reaction. No, it's been my turn since. No,
that's right. A ready to action creates a
used my reaction.
Yeah, that's right. So this one uses 2 actions to get down and skitter over to Peach Pie, and also make a jaw attack on him, getting a 37 to hit.
That will hit.
Gets a 19 damage as it bites into you. It doesn't use its grab action, and it used all 3 actions to get down to you. Well, that's the bottom of round 1, which takes us up to the top of round 2. Wizard, you're invisible. It's your turn.
Everyone's kind of clumped together or in a line. I'm going to use my first action to move around to a position, because right now I'm north of all the enemies and everybody. I'm going to move to the southwest. I'm trying to find a good cone. Fuck. Trying to find a good spot to get a 60-foot cone off and hit everybody, including Peach Pie, but not hit Turtle, Moonlight, and Jeb.
Hit yourself.
6th level cone of cold. So that doesn't hit any of you other than Peach Pie, right?
Right.
So it's same.
Okay.
So you've got 3 Goggoths and Peach Pie in that 60-foot cone. Well then, all the Goggoths fail their reflex save.
Peach Pie fails too.
Aw.
Whoops.
Mediocre damage. On 14d6, I did 53 damage.
Since they all failed, everyone takes 53 points of cold damage. So then after the wizard pops back in just to the west of the Gogateths and Peach Pie drops a cone of cold, takes everybody by surprise.
I am still invisible.
Sorry, what? Oh, greater invisibility, yeah?
It's 4th level, yeah.
Nice. All right, well then never mind. The wizard doesn't reappear. Jebediah, it's your turn.
In his internal struggle to heal or do damage, he decides to do damage. And I am going to target all 3 of them with a chain lightning. Starting with the one in the back, he succeeds.
39. Ooh.
Critically fails.
Crit failed.
And so we get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so Gogateths got 1 success, 1 crit failure, 1 failure on the chain lightning.
Alright, numbers. 5 takes 21. The critical failure takes 99. And the normal failure takes 56.
Damn.
And Turtle is going to cap pounce up to this one and get flanking with Peach Pie.
As Turtle pounces, eyes on the Gogateth's back focus on Turtle. You cannot flank this creature.
Oh, I can still hit it though. How about 43?
Damn straight, that's a critical hit.
That's really low.
Ooh.
Time to the second attack, and it's a natural one. That's all I got.
Turtle does 33 points of critical damage to the Gogateth, which takes us over to one Gogateth that was hiding in the back, yet to reveal itself.
Oh no.
With its first action, sidles up to Jebediah and Moonlight. With its second action, makes a jaw attack on Jebediah. Does a 40 hit.
Sure does.
Jeb, you're going to take 33 points of damage. As a free action, this thing is
If you
going to...
fucking say grab, I'll throw.
As a free action, Jeb gets grabbed by a multitude of
This
mouths.
fucking adventure path is just grab and swallow.
And with its third action, lifts Jebediah up and skitters back.
Well, that was the wrong guy to do.
How fucking far is it going?
Yeah, what's this movement?
40 feet.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
Grabs Jebediah in its multitude of teeth and jaws and skitters 40 feet back, Jebediah in tow. Which takes us over to Peach Pie. It's your turn.
Yay! I'm going to attack this one in front of me, since I really can't move around or do anything. No, I'm going to attack the one in between me and Turtle, because that one looks more injured. I get a 46 to hit.
That's critical hit.
Fantastic. I will deal it 68 damage and knock it prone.
Big hit from Peach Pie.
And we'll attack it again. Oh, I get a 26 and miss. And I guess I'll just attack it a third time. See if we can kill it. Gonna try. 35.
35 hits.
And we'll kill it.
As it gets smashed into the ground, Peach Pie double taps it and splat. Hundreds of eyeballs pop across its back and squirt liquid everywhere as Peach Pie kills it.
Gross.
Yeah, absolutely disgusting. And then I believe you missed with your
All 3.
second. After Peach Pie, Moonlight, it's your turn.
Yeah, let's see. It definitely seems like Peach Pie and the Wiz have those other ones pretty well in hand. I feel like Jeb is the one I need to worry about.
Save Jeb!
So I'm going to need a will save from Gogateth number 1.
All right. The one with Jeb in tow gets a 31.
It's a failure. Oh, I am using Reach spell on this because he's outside of 30 feet.
Oh, okay. All right. What spell is it?
I now possess him.
Moonlight, you can see the floors, the ceiling behind you, to the left, to the right of you, and you think maybe 10 mouths? More or less, it's hard to tell, but you have Jeb in your grip.
Okay. Since I was a regular failure, I take partial control. I do slump to the ground, and on its turn, it has to make another will save to see if it gets to act or if I act for that turn.
All right, then. Does your initiative moves right next to it?
I basically moved right before it. My initiative doesn't really change until the spell ends, I don't think. But I just don't have my own initiative anymore.
Got it.
While I'm possessing it. Then once the spell ends, I go right before it.
Then, after Moonlight possesses the Gagateth that's grabbing Jeb, we're going to go over to the Gagateth that currently has Peach Pie in its mouths. Peach Pie, you get picked up, and you get skittered 30 feet back, and then 30 feet up on the wall. So it actually picks you up and carries you up the cavern wall.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Which takes us over to the other Gagateth that was in the melee with Peach Pie. This one uses its first action to stride up to Turtle. Its second action to attack Turtle with its jaws. Gets a 40 to hit. Turtle takes 30 points of piercing damage on the bite and gets grabbed as a free action. And then finally, it makes a leg attack on Turtle. It kind of slices into Turtle's flanks with its legs while it's grappling in its teeth. 38 to hit. Then Turtle takes an additional 19 points of damage. That's the end of round 2. That takes us up to the top of round 3. Wizard, you're invisible, and you just watched several of your friends get picked up and taken away.
Actually, I did not watch Jeb. I can't see Jeb.
Is Moonlight in your line of sight?
No.
Oh, never mind. You didn't see shit, Wizard. Well, you did see Peach Pie get picked up and carried up the wall.
I can see Peach Pie. I can't see the other ones. I have no idea what's going on with them.
Mushroom Forest getting in the way.
Well, I see the one carrying Peach Pie, so I'm going to take a shot at it.
For Pythagorean purposes, it's 30 feet in the air.
That's fine. The spell I'm using is 120-foot range. Ew. I'm already hero pointed.
Hero point.
I rolled a 4 and got a 30, which appears to be a miss.
Save Peach Pie.
I roll a 7 and hit it with a 33.
That does hit. Needs a fortitude save, right?
Yes, it does. I'm disintegrating it. It appears to have failed.
Yeah, 31.
So here's 12d10 damage.
Ooh.
78 damage.
Nice.
And third action, I'm going to move because I don't like not seeing half my party. I want to get into a position where I can see. Oh, I see Jeb is now being carried away, and I see Moonlight
Lying on the ground.
lying on the ground.
Unconscious.
This appears to be going much worse than I thought it was.
No, it's okay, Wizard. It seems as though Moonlight has done the thing that it did in the last thing with the taking over an enemy thing.
I don't remember that.
In the mansion with the Zolgath.
There was a Zolgath in my mansion?
Suffice it to say, I think Moonlight is probably alright.
I think Moonlight's napping. We're good.
It's very dark down here. I'm tired.
Yeah, you're running out of sunlight.
Then after the Wizard, Jeb, it's your turn.
So grabbed. Turtle is going to attempt to bite on this guy. She'll probably miss with a 27.
27 does miss.
Jeb's going to call down Storm Flashes level 6 lightning bolt.
Ooh.
Straight through number 1.
And that's the one that's grabbing you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good for me.
All right, reflex save.
Oh, wait. Is this yours?
It is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, I think you would not know.
Because I have not done anything with it yet.
And Moonlight didn't say shit. Moonlight just slumped over. You were being carried away. You had your, minds on other things.
Sure, why not? I already said it.
Yep. So reflex save, right?
Yeah, but let me figure out if it's
So I didn't point
mine
out,
or...
'cause I don't think there'd be any way you would know that Moonlight did that.
As of right now, no. Not really.
You want to give me a reflex of 33?
Reflex gets a 30, so fail.
Oh, 47 damage.
Moonlight's body convulses as they take 23 points of damage.
Does the Gagateth still take 47?
Yeah, the Gagateth still takes 47. I just get half as mental damage to me.
And then I'll try is it athletics or acrobatics to get a...
Athletics, if you're going to scale. You could make a melee attack roll as well.
Oh, you mean just I could make a roll too?
Yeah, it'd be just like a standard attack roll.
It's a basic attack roll or your athletics, whichever is higher.
Correct.
Well, yeah, then it'd be 30.
A 30 does not escape.
Okay, done.
Well, then after Jebediah and Turtle, it takes us over to the Gagateth, who is currently being possessed by Moonlight. It's going to give a will save and gets a 29.
It fails, so I get to act this turn. I guess one action to carry off prey back to us.
Yeah. It has a 40-foot movement. You could just carry Jeb right back to where he was.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh wait, no, can I use the skittering assault? Because the carry off prey isn't actually an action. I'm
No,
just
it's
saying
just
I
that's
can move full speed.
Yeah, 100%.
So I want to use skittering assault instead.
Stride 3 times.
Stride 3 times.
So there's a
Will that
40-foot
get me?
movement.
I want to get behind Gagateth 5 and hit it.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that would absolutely get back there.
Okay.
And you can release as a free action. So you can drop Jeb right there if you want.
Yeah, and I will do that.
Okay.
And then once per stride, it can attempt a leg strike against a creature in its reach at any point during the stride.
Correct. Which means we'd be attacking the one that's currently grabbing Turtle.
Yes. So let's see, a leg attack is plus 26. 33 hit flanked Gagateth 5? I suppose it can't be flanked,
Can't
so
be
33.
flanks, but a 33 does hit.
Okay, so 23 piercing damage to Gagateth 5.
So you take Jeb all the way with you to the other side of the Gagateth, drop him after
That's
making an
two
attack.
actions.
Yep, that's 2 actions, so you still have a 3rd action.
And then I will Jaws number 5, I guess. 36 to hit him.
36 will hit.
Yeah, I roll better as this guy than I do myself. Plus 12, so I will deal him 29 piercing. And then free action to grab Gagateth 5.
Yeah, free action.
So we got like a grab train going on here. I've got him grabbed. He's got
absolutely.
Turtle grabbed.
Number 5's got Turtle grabbed, and then you just grabbed it. It gives a confused shriek, and one of its heads turns around, and its eyes go back to focus on it, what it thought was its ally.
And I'm done.
Peach Pie, hanging 30 feet in the air in the jaws of a Gagateth. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill it. I'm just grabbed and not swallowed whole, so
That's absolutely true.
strike is normal. Smack with a 39 to hit,
That hits.
and we'll deal them 47 damage. You set him up on the wall, right?
That's correct.
I could awesome blow him down, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna kill him. Attack number 2, 31 to hit.
That also hits.
Jesus, their AC is terrible.
Yeah, 32 damage.
All right, it's looking real hurt.
And 3rd attack, we'll just see what we can get. 31 to hit,
That's his AC. It's awesome.
39 damage.
And that kills it.
I want to contend I'm expecting this fall.
You will take 15 points of damage as you fall with the Gagateth as it loses its grip on the wall.
Got it.
I like to imagine you used it as like a trampoline and you just like bounced off of him. He went squish.
Both your bodies thud to the ground. All right.
Squish.
Well, that leaves 2 Gagateths that you can see. One of them is being possessed by Moonlight. Now it's the one that is not possessed. Very confused right now with Turtle. It has Turtle in its grasp. It's not entirely certain what to do. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to attempt to break the grapple that Swanee's Gagateth has on this, or Moonlight's Gagateth has on it.
So that's an athletics check against my athletics DC?
Fortitude DC.
Or fortitude DC, okay.
Yep.
Does athletics trigger attack of opportunity?
41.
No.
An escape attempt does... Well,
Does not.
I don't think it does.
It'd have to have the manipulate or move trait.
So that does not trigger an attack, and it does use its first action, gets a 41 to break the grab.
And that does beat the fortitude DC.
Then with its second action, it is going to skitter with Turtle in tow.
So that gets
That is a movement action, though.
That's correct.
45.
That's a critical hit,
You don't take my kit. 58 damage?
and that kills him outright. So just as it's getting up to take Turtle, Jeb cuts it down. That one's dead, which means Turtle is no longer grabbed. Which takes us to the top of round 4, Wizard. It's your turn.
So there's only the one left, right?
That's correct.
And the last thing I saw was it come back and bring Jeb
Drop
back
off.
to us.
Drop off Jeb and attack its ally, yes.
And after Peach Pie told me this about the spell being cast, I feel like I put 2 and 2 together and assumed Moonlight's inside there. I'm smart.
Wiz smart.
I guess delay?
Then after the Wizard, Jeb, It's your turn.
I'm going to delay until I see what Moonlight does.
For context, this thing that grabbed you and skittered away with you stops, turned back around, flanked the other one with Turtle, dropped you off, and then attacked it. Oh, you're just attacking the possessed one. But you get a critical miss. That works.
I get a natural 1 to hit the Gogatech 1. I critically miss it. And then Turtle's gonna go to Moonlight in confusion. And then I'm gonna attack it again. Aw, I'm done.
29 misses. It was meant to be. Well, then after Jeb and Turtle, I picture Turtle like curling around Moonlight, confused and trying to protect them at the same time.
Yeah.
We're gonna give a will save for the surviving Gogateth. He gets a 36.
That's enough. That's what it needed. It will act on its own accord this turn.
Its head/mouths shake, trying to like regain its balance. It attacks Jebediah as its first thing. Like, I had this thing in my grip just a moment ago. It thinks it's going crazy. Gets a 30 to hit.
No.
Well, then it's gonna try again. Jeb does a 26 hit.
No.
Man, now it's super confused, and it's taking a moment to look around, and it sees all of its fallen comrades, and it starts skittering backwards away from everyone.
It's lucky I missed.
Oh, attack opportunity.
That's 3 misses.
Well, that takes us over to Peach Pie. To her turn.
All right.
Does the party know that it hurts you if they attack it while you're possessing it?
I guess I don't know if I ever actually said that.
If Moonlight didn't know that, they do now.
Well, no, Moonlight knew because Moonlight got hurt last time, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like, I know that, but I don't know if anybody in the party knew that.
Trying to think of a reason I wouldn't just go attack number 1.
Kill it.
Moonlight's got plenty of animals.
I think I would just go attack it. I'm sorry, Moonlight.
No, it's all good.
I don't see why I wouldn't, though. I move up to it, and I'm going to smack it.
Smack away.
I hit it for 45. This is critical.
That's a critical hit.
71 damage.
God, Moonlight's gonna take more damage from you guys.
And it takes all of it. Smack. And Moonlight's body twitches and hurls a little bit.
Do I notice that? Can I make a perception check to maybe notice that?
I am
Sure.
behind a Wemeth.
Never mind. Yeah, I don't even see you. I don't even see you.
Is that... Oh, no, that's way out of sight. Yeah. Nope, sorry, bud.
All right. I'm sorry.
That was for the audience, not for Peach Pie.
Spend my third action swinging at it. Oh, by the way, it's knocked prone.
Okay, got it.
Spend my third action swinging at it again. 40 to hit.
Well, it's prone. So that's a critical hit.
Sorry, Moonlight. 91 damage.
Oh my god. 91?
And Moonlight's body lurches and twitches once more.
Trill's gotta be like freaking the fuck out.
What's happening? That way that cats do when they're confused and starts looking around and down at Moonlight. Like, what's attacking Moonlight? It's looking at the like Turtle's looking at the ceiling, all over. Can't find the attacker.
Yeah, because I'm assuming if I can't act, like if it gets to act on its own turn, I don't get, like I can't dismiss the spell if I'm not acting, I would assume, right?
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Given
That
the fact that
makes sense to me.
Moonlight is unconscious.
Yeah.
It's just who has control that turn.
Right.
After Peach Pie smacks the Gogateth / Moonlight, Wizard at the top of round 5. It's your turn.
I don't want to burn any more spells. I cast a Ray of Frost at the Gogatech.
You guys are gonna kill Moonlight.
I saw Peach Pie hit.
Oh my God.
I assumed it was safe to attack.
It's alright, you're not gonna die.
I saw Peach Pie hit it. I thought we're good. Because Peach Pie was the one that told me not, like...
Yeah. I wouldn't know.
What'd you get, Wizard?
I may have gotten a 40 to hit.
That's a critical hit because Peach Pie knocked it prone.
I roll... Oh my god, that's
Wow.
a decent amount of 4s. I rolled 16d4 plus 10. I rolled 1-1.
Yeah, that's a solid Ray of Frost.
A good amount of 4s and 3s. I rolled 53 damage.
Moonlight, what happens? Gotta know.
Nothing. Moonlight does not wake up.
What? I don't know how the spell works in at all.
If the possessed body dies, the spell ends and you must succeed a fortitude save against your spell DC or be paralyzed for 1 hour. So Moonlight is technically paralyzed for 1 hour. You guys don't know that.
Make you save.
I failed my save.
Hero pointed?
It's an hour.
Moonlight's back arches and they go up on their roots and their branches with their trunk in the air and then freeze in that position and just kind of clatter to the side.
Honestly, after like a minute or two of Moonlight not waking up and all the enemies being dead, the Wiz would investigate and he would try to do a knowledge check.
Yeah, I'd do like a heal check for sure.
The spell itself, knowing, I mean, we've seen the spell once before. Moonlight probably hasn't told me everything about it, but I'd probably try to make a check on the spell to try to understand it. Can I do that?
Jeb just hosts the body up and puts them on Turtle's back.
Well, first thing I'd do is I'd make a heal check on Moonlight to see a medicine check to see if Moonlight needs to be healed. Like, are they injured? What's going on here?
Go ahead.
So, a medicine check, I get a 29.
A 29, Moonlight is unconscious, but very injured. You get that idea because as you are inspecting Moonlight's body, the bark is almost flaking off at the touch.
Okay. Then I will start healing Moonlight while Wizard is doing wizard things to try and understand what's going on.
All right, Wizard, give me your occultism check.
Arcana check, you mean?
Arcana.
Right. Do I do the bit where I pretend like you're not going to roll an Arcana check?
Yeah, I think you have to.
Yeah, okay, all right. That's my job here.
Just so people understand that we're not just like flat out cheating. So I've been trying to figure out what I would actually do. I think
You're identifying a spell.
I don't think it'd be identify spell because I didn't see the spell. And part of identifying spell is that you see the spell, isn't it?
Once you discover that an item, location, or ongoing effect is magical, you can spend 10 minutes to try to identify the particulars of its magic. I guess that's what I was asking for.
Yes, that's what. I'm identifying magic. I'm taking twice as long, so it's going to take 20 minutes.
Okay. Then in that 20 minutes time, Peach Pie is going to heal Moonlight, which we already kind of started. Peach Pie, what do you get on your medicine check, and what's the DC?
I heal Moonlight for 51. I set the DC to 30, and I rolled a nat 20.
Nice. Moonlight, take your HP back. That's halfway through, the Wizard not really quite sure exactly what's going on, but it's taking an extra moment to maybe figure it out. Jeb, what are you doing during this time?
I just put Moonlight on Turtle's back, and I was just like, well, sucks to suck.
Staying close by while Peach Pie's healing Moonlight? Mm-hmm. All right.
I did get a 44 to identify the magic that is affecting Moonlight, though.
All right, a 44 will identify. You know of the possession spell and all of its effects, positive and negative.
All right, I let everybody know that it's going to be another 40 minutes before Moonlight wakes up. It was an hour, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Paralyzed. There's nothing nothing I know of that would be able to bring them back faster, right?
Not according to the spells. The spell doesn't say anything.
Nope.
Okay.
So just paralyzed for an hour. It's 24 hours if I critically fail my check.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
Well, I'll run
That-
some more medicine
that spells-
checks.
That spells some drawbacks.
Yeah, well, normally your party doesn't attack you.
I thought we were in the clear. Peach Pie took a swing. I thought we were good.
Second 10 minutes. Both Moonlight and Peach Pie heal an additional 41. Well, actually, I heal 46. So you heal 41.
After that heal, you now know that Moonlight is going to be down for the next 40 minutes.
During that time, I'll take 10 minutes to restore a focus point and heal Turtle.
Oh, okay, so you spend 10 minutes saying sucks to Moonlight, and then the second 10 minutes refocusing? Or is telling Moonlight it sucks to refocusing?
Sure.
Sure.
That sounds like a druid refocus.
Telling nature it sucks.
Suck a tree.
He's an abomination. If they're an
I was gonna say,
abomination.
telling an abomination of nature that it sucks. That seems legit.
Moonlight and Peach Pie heal another 37.
Into the 30th minute. Jeb, I'm assuming you're refocusing so you can heal Turtle, yeah?
Yeah, which I fully did. At 106.
Peach Pie, can you heal multiple people at once? You got that ward medic yet?
Yeah, I'm doing me and Moonlight. I've done me and Moonlight 3
Oh, you
times.
can only do 2 people, can't you?
For now.
I'll restore a focus point again, and then
40-minute mark. We're going to do another one.
And Jeb, you have time to do that refocus to cast there.
Hell yeah.
Shit, Peach Pie.
All right, Moonlight, you and I are going to be both back to full. 50-minute mark. We'll do Jeb and Wizard.
I mean, I could try medicine on myself. I can change it up to what?
Don't do it though, because that'll make it so you can't do it to you for another hour, whereas Peach Pie can do it every 10
And
minutes.
just keep going. So, Jeb and Wizard, you will both heal.
Basically, Jeb, don't do treat wounds anymore. Peach Pie
38.
To do it. That negate your shit. Or not negate, but make your shit
No, I'm better.
pointless.
But you can battle medicine yourself.
Yes. So you
So is
hit
that like the 1 hour? Is that the 1 hour mark?
There should be one more. Yeah, one
There's
more.
another 10 minutes, yeah.
I'll do one more 10-minute on Jeb, who's the only one who needs it, and Turtle, if Turtle needs any more.
Nah, they're all full.
Not Turtle's full.
With 1 heal. See, I'm better than you.
You are. I don't deny this. Jeb heal an
88
additional
plus 64.
42.
All right.
And he said I can just battle medicine my ass?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you could, but
Could.
you could let Peach Pie do it.
Or we could just take another 10 minutes.
At that 1 hour mark, all of a sudden Moonlight just like sits up and gasps and like looks around like, what just happened?
I'm not sure, but the wizard seems to think it was a consequence of the spell you cast. And also of me hitting that monster which hurt you, and I'm sorry.
Well, you killed it, so that's good, and I'm okay.
I'm glad you're okay, Moonlight. I healed your wounds.
If it's a little fuzzy in there, but it looked like it was trying to attack and get away, so you did what you had to do, Peach Pie. It's okay.
Then after the, what we did, 70 minutes of rest there, the chamber is silent. The only thing you really hear is just the sound of the water rippling nearby. There's a strange sight that's on the other side of the water. You can kind of see where the tunnel continues on beyond this chamber, but there's almost a little antechamber on the other side of the body of water that looks slightly hazy and has multicolored hues glowing from its opening.
I forgot to mention this, but during like the 40 minutes of extra time, or 50 minutes of extra time we had, I definitely would have recast or burned my drain bonded item level 1 to recall my unseen servant and have them pick up all my shit and put it back in my bags.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm not doing that myself. That's fucking manual labor, and Peach Pie was very busy.
Do you just hold your arms out so that it just comes in and inserts the, ones into the sleeve?
No,
where
I just
necessary?
toss my bags at the unseen servant or next to the piles, and I'm like, just put it all away.
All right.
Did you heal me again?
Yeah, I can heal you one more time if we want to take another 10 minutes. I critically failed. I'll use my hero point.
Because you're gonna deal him 1d8 damage.
That's fair. I'll just let it go.
At this level, it's like,
You take 8.
You son of a bitch.
I'll fix it.
you assholes just dealt me like 100 fucking damage. You deal him 8 and he gets mad.
Alright.
Yeah, I apologize to Moonlight and be like, yeah, I thought Peach Pie knew that, we were good. My bad.
I heal him 40.
So what you haven't done as of up to now is you haven't searched the area on the other side of the water, and you have not investigated the small cavern with the mist and the bioluminescent mushrooms. Well, everything's bioluminescent down here. So what do you all do?
I guess start to explore this area.
So on the western side of the waters, go ahead and give me a perception check.
26.
There are a lot of mushrooms. You don't really find anything interesting over here. Maybe the mushrooms are valuable, but you would have to take a closer look to get an idea as to how.
Now Moonlight tries to talk to him, see if any of them are sentient.
So while Moonlight's walking around, like, putting their branches on their knobby roots, trying to talk to the mushrooms, did anyone else do anything?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Apparently after trying to talk to all the mushrooms, Moonlight's gonna go back across this short area, the thinnest section, to the east side of the river, whatever you want to call that thing.
Nah, yeah, it's not even moving water. It's just a deep pool. You can leap over that pretty simply. Go ahead and give me a perception check to check it out.
Did we look into the water at all? Did we see if there's anything at the bottom of the water to find? 31? It's a little bit better.
As I said, the Wiz is going to walk around and just kind of investigate. Does my spell slime sense any magic anywhere as I walk around?
No, you don't get any magic initially, but as you get about halfway into this, little clearing of 30-foot tall mushrooms, it does go off, and it points you to the direction of what looks to be a scrabbled together nest of sorts. You find a few on this side, actually. You would assume these are probably the nests of the Gogoteths. But inside one of those... Yeah, one of them... Inside one of them has a tattered sack, and whatever's magical is inside the sack.
I have my unseen servant open the sack.
Okay. There are two things in here. There is a hand crossbow and a book.
I'll check the hand crossbow for magic.
That's the magic thing.
48.
That's a +3 greater striking hand crossbow.
+3, you said.
+3 greater striking? Holy shit.
Greater striking hand crossbow.
You guys have greater striking already, right? You don't have +3.
I think they do.
Yeah, we do.
And nobody has +3 though.
Yeah, nobody has +3.
Somebody does now.
In a day.
In a day, yeah.
The hand crossbow is also loaded with a bolt that's magical.
44.
What would you look at that? It is a ghost bolt. A ghost bolt is a piece of magical ammunition.
Ghost ammunition. Ghost ammunition is cool to the touch. The ammunition has the benefits of the ghost touch property rune and can fly through any obstacle except those that can block incorporeal creatures or effects. So the ammunition itself can phase through obstacles too. That's crazy.
Yep, ghost ammunition.
Penetrates barriers and ignores all cover. The target still benefits from the flat check from being concealed or hidden. So that's cool.
After it is launched, the ammunition vanishes into mist. However, in the dead of night 1d4 days later, it reappears in the last quiver or other container it was taken from.
Nice.
That's fucking cool.
That's very cool.
I mean, it's 1d4 days later, which is, it's got one hell of a cooldown, but most ammunition just is destroyed.
Yeah, usually you use it and it's gone.
This is that one specialty piece that you really only need once every book or two, maybe, right? You need to get that perfect shot off. Not that any of you would use it.
Problem is we don't use ranged. And all my spells are already ghost touch, so...
Certainly not your thing.
So that's worth 900 gold.
And you said there's a book.
There's a book. A book titled Orvian Mushrooms.
I like mushrooms. Let me read this book.
It's a rare book filled with lore and illustrations about a few dozen different types of Darklands fungi.
I'm keeping it, guys. I don't care if it's worth 500 gold. I'm keeping that book.
That book's worth 500 gold. Do you start flipping through it right away, or do you just store it?
I start flipping through it right away.
As you're flipping through it, you notice that a mushroom looks familiar. You see a mushroom that's in this book is in this mushroom forest that you're in.
Oh no. What is it?
Death caps. Death caps are a very poisonous mushroom that, when refined, can create death cap powder poison, which is a 13th level poison. Pretty nasty one.
So this book tells us how to do it, or how to...
No, not necessarily how to do it, but with the information here, do you think you could do it with a successful nature check?
Do I want to do that?
You mean an Arcana check?
Hey, it's not difficult when you've got a gem.
What? Would that work?
Why would that not work for
Oh my
Arcana?
god, would that work?
It is a skill check.
Okay, alright, well, do you want to,
What is that feat called?
Universal theory?
Oh, I chose legendary for survival and not nature. What a dork.
Unified theory.
Yeah, you took it so that you could do survival on other planes, remember, Spencer?
Oh, that's right. I wanted the feat.
Whenever you use a skill action or a skill feat that requires a nature, occultism, or religion check, depending on the magic tradition, you can use Arcana instead. If you would normally take a penalty or have a higher DC for using Arcana on other magic, such as when using Identify magic, you no longer do so.
That's pretty cut and dry. Shit.
It is a skill check.
Fine.
Skill action.
Fine. Yeah, it would work.
I have no reason to make poison though. Like
They're worth
and that's the
450 gold a pop.
How many could I make?
Hard to tell. Depends on how well you do it. Anywhere from 1 to 3 doses from the caps that you just kind of are looking around.
Do I need like an alchemy set or something?
You would be able to... Well, the thing about death cap powder is that it very literally is just the powder from the death cap mushroom. So what you have to do is you have to go under it with a vial or some sort of gathering tool and gently knock the powder into a vial or something like that, right?
Oh, it's the spores?
Yeah, it's like the spores of it.
And he says 400 gold per one.
450 gold per dose, if you can get enough per dose.
Guys, is it worth it for me to do some checks quick to make some money?
I've got my portable alchemy room.
Okay, let's do this.
I'm sure you've got the tools to, gather it in there.
Absolutely.
Obviously, if I'm dealing with poison, I take twice as long.
So you pop the shed up just right here.
42.
So for the next 2 hours, the wizard goes around gathering the spores from the death cap powder, securing 3 doses of death cap powder.
Is that an item you can give us? Nice.
There it is.
Is that all I think I can get?
From what you see here, yes. There is not a lot of powder on each death cap, and it's not like the death caps are completely littered across the entire forest. They're just
Fuck,
few.
that shit hurts.
Yeah, dude, that is a nasty poison.
That is damage. And sickened on top of it for later stages?
Stage
Gross.
1 is 13d6. Stage 2 is 17d6, and stage 3 is 20d6.
I don't like that the onset's 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's definitely like a drop in somebody's food kind of thing.
Yeah.
The best part is that it has a maximum duration of not like 6 rounds, 6 minutes. So this will kill you unless you save out.
Well, but it's a minute per stage.
Is it a minute per? It is a minute per stage, so it's still...
Yeah. So it's still only 6 ticks.
And it's consumable and ingested. It's not an injury poison, so you wouldn't.
Yeah,
it's not really.
you literally have to lace somebody's food. So it's not good for us, but it's worth a lot of money.
I'm sure there's a noble somewhere who wants to poison a rival.
Okay. I forgot about this little chunk up to the north. I'll go look in there, I guess.
You just kind of swim over. It's stagnant water. It's not moving.
Sure. 2 on the die for 25.
25 to...
Perception to search that area.
As you walk into this, get out of the water into this cave, because the only access point is from the water. It's a lower ceiling. The rest of the ceilings in the iridescent garden here are 60 feet tall. This one's only about 10 feet. And as you walk in, the small cave is full of vividly colorful mushrooms with strange shapes. The mushrooms pulse and undulate rhythmically, as if dancing to an inaudible tune. As you walk in, you need to give me a fortitude save.
Oh, there's the other side. A nat 20 for 44.
So you're not affected by the mist of like spores that are in here. It's really light. It seems innocuous. You walk in and you see some strange things in here. It almost looks like several people have come into this place and used it as like a ritual cave of some kind. You find like blocks of incense, bone fetishes, other items like that of spiritual significance. There's some nonsensical scribblings on the walls in many different languages, none that you recognize.
Did you say that it's like there's like a rhythm to these things or something?
Oh yeah, they pulse in time. It's like being in this little underground mini rave cave.
I was saying Moonlight like starts like moving to the rhythm too, just like kind of like swaying
and you feel it, you hear it even.
And they'll call out, wizard, there's some writings over here. I don't know what they say.
Right.
So I'm kind of like playing out that nat 20. Like I didn't even realize that something tried to poison me or something.
No idea.
Okay, I'll come take a look. I don't really want to get wet. Peach pie?
Yeah, I'll go.
You want it?
Oh, you want me to just bring you over there so you don't get... Oh, that's all you want?
Yeah, and I just hop up into your arms.
Carry me, please.
Carry me like I'm a princess.
I do.
Carry me like you do Moonlight.
I will. How deep is the water? Do I need to run on it?
You would need to run on it, yes.
All right, I take a step back. Flap, 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 flap.
Okay, we're over.
So Peach Pie, as you splash across the surface of the water with Gingerly holding the wizard, and you get into this small cavern. It's a 10-foot ceiling. It's almost a low ceiling, Peach Pie. You're not brushing the top of it, but you can certainly feel the top of the cavern there. And it's this undulating rhythm, and they're all pulsing. And even Moonlight's in here dancing. Everybody give me a fortitude save. Well, except for Jeb and Turtle. They haven't joined the dance party yet.
39.
I got a 30.
Don't do it. Don't
Okay.
do it.
Fine, I'm good.
Peach Pie, you're stupefied 3. And absolutely, you are fascinated by the mushrooms in this cave. Wizard, what do you do when you walk in? You're not affected by this.
I
Whatever's
look
going
for
on.
what Moonlight told me to look at.
You take a look, and there's scribblings on the walls. Peach Pie, you take a step in the cave after you put the wizard down, and your vision begins to darken at the corners, and you get tunnel vision. The little circle of sight that you get starts to wave, and colors start to happen, like this kaleidoscope effect at the end of this tunnel vision. And then it all starts getting black. And from the right side to the left runs abruptly, out of nowhere, suddenly, if you will, a dark, nightmarish tide of undead Zolgaths. And they are going through your vision like a gruesome wave. They're just there and running, and they're covering everything. And then your vision flickers, and then an image of a burning triangle with countless eyes appears in front of you. Flicker. It changes again. There's a dead drow in front of you, with their body wrapped in linen and their face cast in shadow, speaking strange words that you don't understand. Flicker. You're back in a dark and stormy night, pounding stakes around a circus tent. Boy of 12 pound, and clang, clang, the sound of the wood mallet meeting the stake, matching the rhythm of the mushrooms in the room. Clang, clang. Suddenly your vision is back. You're in the room. You're a little dizzy and still fascinated by the mushrooms.
Huh.
Does my spell slime sense magic in this room, by the way?
Are you more interested in the writing or the magic?
I probably would have gone for magic. Well, it depends how quickly my spell slime recognizes the magic. Because I'd start going towards what Moonlight is trying to point out to me.
Yeah.
If my spell slime points at magic, I go for magic.
Powerful magic. Powerful necromantic magic.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Moonlight gets a 46 to dance.
Peach Pie gains vision and just this Moonlight beautifully dancing in front of this flickering array of bioluminescent mushrooms.
So coming down off of his trip, Peach Pie is gonna turn around and slowly walk back into the water until his head is under the water. Just right down, slowly walking down into the water. Then he's gonna turn around again and he's gonna walk back in. Does he need to make another fortitude save?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, good. Can I deliberately fail it?
You choose to fail it?
Yes.
Okay, you do.
Peach Pie enjoys his second trip.
You're stupefied 3 this time. When the trip hits you, it's all fucking butterflies and moonlight dancing in triplicate in your vision, kaleidoscope and waves. It's a rave party in here.
I'm so colorful, too, for you.
After he comes down, we could make so much gold. I wish I could show this to Bubbles.
Peach Pie, after you come out of your second trip, you realize, if you want, you may be able to focus the energies in this room on a single moment in your past to enhance the clarity of that moment, as per the spell Modify Memory.
We're going on some shaman journeys, boys.
It's like ayahuasca.
In fact, if you remember a moment in the campaign, and I don't know if you actually do, but if you remember a moment in the campaign that you failed recall knowledge checks on in the past, you can go back to that moment through these visions and attempt recall knowledge check again with your current modifier.
My goodness.
I don't know how Peach Pie communicates that to the party.
Wizard, you should inhale some of this.
I'm gonna look at this magic first. Tyler, detect magic. What is the school of magic and where is the highest level of magic?
Necromancy. On the floor, you see a few things on the floor. Religious fetishes that I mentioned earlier, but there's also like a strange staff that has a small metal hook on one end and a length of chain on the other. But lying next to that staff is a satchel that contains a bunch of rare incense. You think about 150 gold worth of rare incense. And a strange puzzle box.
Detect Arcana on the puzzle box. Nat 20, 52.
Wait, it's not a puzzle box. Each one of these segments on this box actually opens a drawer into an extra dimensional space. And inside each of those spaces are tools and medicines and herbs and ointments, and a seemingly endless supply of healing items of impeccable quality, enough that would grant anyone using them a +3 item bonus to medicine checks, and a special activation to treat poison or disease.
You had me at extra dimensional spaces. You lost me at medicine. What the fuck is this medicine you speak of?
This thing is called a Greater Marvelous Medicines. It's a magical healer's bag.
What kind of bonus? Was it a circumstance bonus or an item bonus?
It's a +3 item bonus to medicine checks.
Item bonus. I think I've got gloves that already give me a +1 item bonus.
Healer's gloves do that.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna give these to Jeb.
But I can't. Is it for medicine checks? You said? Yeah, I use nature.
yeah, it's for medicine checks. I will take the bag. I would like that.
It's level 18th, an 18th level item. Guess how much it's worth. Just throw a number at me.
7 silver.
20,000 gold.
5K.
$8.
I'd have to go with 15,000.
So Swanee's the closest without going over. That David is the closest. It's 19,000 gold.
I win. Price is right.
Well, I'm taking it for now. I don't give a shit.
We selling that. We gotta sell that.
Yeah, we can sell it, but I'm taking it until we do.
It's almost 2K a piece. What else do I find? Is there anything magical about that staff?
No, it's just an odd hooked staff with a chain at the end of it.
Is it odd though? Can I recall knowledge on it to try and see if it means anything?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, there's that nat 1. I don't know shit about that staff.
Shrugs all around.
To the writing then. Let me read some writing.
Go ahead and give me a Arcana check. It would be occultism, but go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Taking twice as long. Are you fucking kidding me?
What's in here are just ranting and ravings. Written in Aklo, Elven, Undercommon.
Yeah, I might hero point that.
It's not worth it. They're just nonsensical scribblings on the walls. It just seems like things that are different rituals and spiritual rites to different deities. Mostly unsavory kind in the Darklands here. But you even see the occasional scribblings of a Desnanite. Desnan? I'm gonna go with Desnan.
Yeah, Moonlight, it's nonsense. But I found this cool cube.
So yeah, when the wizard's like, it's just nonsensical stuff, Moonlight oh, okay. Are we done here then? They're still swaying though.
Are there mushrooms in this room?
Yeah, that's what's making the bioluminescent
Do I recognize them from the book?
They are in the book. It calls them out as being hallucinogenic in quality. Not to ingest, though, just the spores, and the spores linger in the air, which is why most of them gather in a room like this. The spores kill other fungi, so the only thing in this small cavern are these mushrooms. However, on humanoid beings like yourselves, they have the hallucinogenic qualities. Noted here is some people state that you can use it to bring clarity to memories in the past.
Does it say what the side effects are? Negative side effects?
None noted, aside from the stupefied condition, but, that's...
Pretty common.
How long does the stupefied last?
As long as you're in the cave, and you failed the check.
Say I wanted to maybe bring some mushrooms with me. Do I know what the shelf life of these mushrooms are in an extra-dimensional space with no oxygen?
They don't have a shelf life, really. The book indicates that they colonize certain places in the Darklands, and once the mushrooms are separated from the colony, they deactivate.
Oh, that's disappointing.
So there's like a network of these. There's probably several other small caverns or offshoots like this throughout the Darklands that connect through to a major colony of this particular fungus.
I wanted to bring some mushrooms.
It's all connected, man.
Yeah, that's a theory in the book, which is why they think that the bioluminescence thrums like this from the hive mind of mushrooms, if you will.
Well, then we better just keep moving.
Jeb, are you finally coming across the water to see what the hubbub is about?
No, those guys are doing drugs. Drugs are bad.
What next, friends?
Continue on then.
To the Aeon Orb. Teleport.
You guys... Fuck off.
Go.
You guys don't take advantage of the recall knowledge check of the past or the modified memory to make some clarity of memory in the past or anything like that?
We talked so much, I totally forgot about that part of it.
No, that was on purpose, or... I mean, you can always come back to this cavern. You know where it is. Wizard, you didn't hallucinate on these at all.
Yeah, it's really disappointing, but I also don't like being stupefied.
Yeah, it's not so good for casters.
It only stupefies you while you're in the cave.
Okay. He'd have to try it at least once. He'd step out of the room and then come back in.
You could just purposely fail it.
Yes.
You see the same vision that Peach Pie saw. You do have a couple of flashes of things in the past that come to mind for you. In particular, Zaraneth comes to mind several times, and there's this thing that's been nagging at you about Shrane, that place that was mentioned that Luther told you about.
Yeah, I tried to recall knowledge on that and failed, didn't I?
You did?
Yeah, can I make a new check on that?
You certainly can.
God, that was hovering 20 for so long.
I'm so sorry, you're making a society check, not Arcana.
Oh, it wouldn't be any of the magic shit. Okay.
Recall knowledge on this one is going to be society for Shrane.
Oh no, my society, it's so much lower. 46.
There you go. Now that is a success, and you're searching around your memories for Shrane, and you find one. You focus in on it, and you find that it's you, as Oberon and Zaraneth, sitting with each other in a room, smoking. He's going on and on about what happened at the Winter Council, and he's been droning about it for hours. But there's a moment where he says to you, Oberon, I've found a place. It's in this place. It's a city called Train. The Drow exiled a noble family, one of the Drow noble families. They came across this place where the entire cavern is covered with these dangerous crystals that radiate. The reason they were exiled, they worship Urgathoans, and they've all turned themselves into powerful undead of several different varieties. Mummies, liches, ghosts. If the Lantern Bearers won't do anything about the Drow any longer, at the very least, the least thing that I can do is find a way to destroy that city. It's dangerous, Oberon. And the memory fades. And after the memory, you realize that you've actually done some research into Shrane after Zaraneth mentioned these things to you. And you know that Shrane it's a market hub for a lot of black market things in the Darklands. There's a lot of trade that goes in and out of Shrane, surprisingly. One of the biggest trades that they trade in is, as Drow do, humanoid flesh. One of the things that you recall being so repugnant about this is that, the Drow will bring people from the overland down to keep as prisoners and to train them up as servants and what have you not. These bring them into the Vault of the Black Desert. And in the Vault of the Black Desert, they're exposed to the radiation. So they're kept barely alive. with scant treatment so that they are too weak to escape. And there's a lot of trade that happens from that. One of the things that really perked your interest was this place called the Red Circus. Turns out living forever needs you to, find a way to entertain yourself. And staying in the same city generation after generation, they created an entertainment district.
Is it an actual circus, or is that the name of the district?
It's the Red Circus. It is an actual circus. It's also the name of the district.
We're gonna go have to teleport all of our circus supplies down. We're gonna battle it out.
One other thing that you recall in your study, one of the reasons that Zaraneth didn't just teleport straight to Shrane and start doing underground guerrilla work to undermine them, was that teleportation magic doesn't really work in the vault.
And we'd been told that already.
True, that is true.
Hence the reason we had to teleport so fucking far away.
That's some good info. I don't know if I'd share any of that. In fact, I probably wouldn't.
So the wizard keeps the undead city of Drow to himself.
I mean, if we end up running into it, then I'll bring it up. But for now, it doesn't seem like it's something I need to tell everybody.
It sounds like you gotta talk about your past if you do.
No, fuck that.
Fuck that, he says.
Deeper and deeper into the Darklands we go. The wizard's backstory nobody knows, not even him. An entire city full of undead drow does sound like a pretty cool place to go, though. But I'm not certain I want to see what kind of circus a place like that would have. Just seems like it'd be unnecessarily violent and gross. With all the undead drow and worshipping of Urgathoa. Will we meet up with them and have a circus off? Find out next time as we continue the Extinction Curse. And until then, may you have many great adventures of your own.
It's your turn.